The Everglades by Bullard. Table of Contents. Welcome to the Everglades, page 4. Water, water everywhere, page 8. Plant life, page 13. Animal life, page 18. The Changing Everglades, page 23. Map, page 28. Fun facts, page 29. Glossary, page 30. Further reading, page 31. Index, page 32. In your book, you should be following along. Welcome to the Everglades. Have you ever seen this place? It is the Everglades. The Everglades is a giant wetland in southern Florida. The Everglades is home to many plants and animals. These plants and animals do not live together anywhere else on Earth. Caption: 2 spoonbills rest on the end of a branch. The Everglades is also important for humans. It provides clean water for Florida's people and farms. Caption: farmers in southern Florida need water for their crops. Water, water everywhere. There are only 2 seasons in the Everglades. Can you guess what they are? They are winter and summer. Caption: the alligator stays cool in a pool of water during the warm, dry winter months. Winters are dry and warm. It never gets very cold in the Everglades. Caption: plants can turn dry and brown during the winter in the Everglades. Summers are wet and hot. It rains 60 inches, or 152 centimeters each year. The rain floods the land. Caption: rain pours down on the Everglades during a summer rainstorm. Much of the Everglades is low and flat. The low flat areas are called freshwater marshes. They are underwater for many months each year. Caption: the Everglades freshwater marshes are underwater much of the time. Sloughs are paths for moving water. The water moves in wide, slow rivers. Plant life. Sawgrass is a tall plant. It grows in marshes. Sawgrass leaves have cutting edges like a saw. They can cut people's skin. Caption: an egret flies beside some tall sawgrass. Cypress trees can survive with the bottom parts of their trunks underwater. Cypress trees can grow in fresh water. Other trees grow where it is higher and drier. Some of these areas are called tree islands. Trees grow in a clump where the land is higher. Some dry areas are covered with pine trees. Lightning strikes can start fires there. Smoke billows from a fire in the Everglades. Fresh water mixes with salty ocean water in Florida's southern tip. Mango trees grow well in this salty water. Mangrove roots provide homes for small water creatures. Animal life. Many animals can make their homes in the Everglades. Can you guess the most common? Insects. Insects love this wet world. Alligators are also important to the Everglades. They dig holes called gator holes that fill with water. Fish Fish survive dry times in the gator holes. Watch out for the big jaws of the sharp teeth of the alligator. Large wading birds like the blue heron look for food in the water. More than 350 kinds of birds live in the Everglades. Mammals such as the Florida panther live there too. Many water animals make Everglades their home. The manatee looks for plants to eat in shallow water. A manatee swims through the murky waters of the Everglades. The changing Everglades. The Everglades used to cover most of southern Florida, but the Everglade is about half of its former size. The greenish-brown area in this picture is the Everglades. The Everglades once covered much more of Florida's land. People built farms and homes in the Everglades. They changed the path of the water. Homes such as these can be found in the Everglades. This picture was taken from an airplane. Some of the Everglades is still mostly wild, but these parts are endangered too. There is too little water and too much pollution. Pollution from the farms helps weeds grow. These weeds make it harder for some Everglade plants and animals to survive. People understand the importance of the Everglades to provide clean water for Florida's people. It is home to many plants and animals. These workers are trying to protect the Florida panther that live in the Everglades. People are working to save the Everglades. They are fighting to bring back more wild wetlands. The Everglades area. The state of Alabama. There's the state line. Georgia. This is the state line for Florida. Here are the Everglades in this different color. This is the Everglades National Park. This is an inset of the United States. The Everglades are where the red star is. Here is the map on a globe. Florida and the very tip. Page 29, fun facts. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas was an early protector of the Everglades. She called the area of the river grass. This has become a famous nickname for the Everglades. Hurricanes are dangerous storms with strong winds and rains. They sometimes pass over the Everglades in the summer. Hurricanes help shape the Everglades. Their strong winds blow down trees. Hurricanes also spread seeds that plants can grow in new places. Sawgrass leaves burn when fire cross the Everglades, but the roots are protected by the water. The plants can grow back quickly. Many of the animals in the Everglades are at risk. Florida panthers, wood storks, manatees, and the American crocodile are hard to find. People are working hard to make sure these animals don't disappear. Glossary. Freshwater. Water that doesn't contain salt. Mammal. An animal that has hair, drinks its mother's milk, and whose body's heat always stays about the same. Marsh. An area of wet, low land. Pollution. Something that gets into the air, land, or water that makes it dirty. Sawgrass. A tall plant that grows in marshes. Its leaves have cutting edges like a saw. Slough. A path of moving water. Wetland. A land area where there is much moisture in the soil. Further reading. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection Kids page. Johnson, Rebecca L. Journey to the Wetlands. Weddy Basham, Janice, The Everglades, New York, Children's Press. National Geographic Explorer, Exploring the Everglades. U.S. Geological Survey South Florida Information Access Kids page. And Jane Yolen, Welcome to the Rivergrass. The index. Make sure you check out the text features of this story. You should know that text features include titles, the table of contents, headings, pictures with captions, the other text features in this story include the glossary, where words have their definitions, along with the map. These are text features of expository text.